Hello Leos, welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So grateful to have you here. Please remember this reading is general, so it may or may not resonate. All readings are timeless, could be talking about the past, present, or the future. With that being said, we'll get started. So we have changed up the setup, obviously. I'm still a work in progress. I don't know how the lighting is here. This is my first reading with the table. I moved everything into my bedroom, so hopefully this will work out. But Leos, we're going to do a no contact read, okay? So for those of you who are no contact with your person, this reading could be for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors of the highest light, please give clear, accurate messages for our lovely Leos. We're going to be using the Dark Confessions deck. I think I posted that I got this a little while ago. I haven't used it yet, so we're taking the cards for virginity here. Okay. So again, angel, spirit guides, ancestors of the highest light, please give clear, accurate messages for our lovely Leos. What would this person like to confess to Leos? Okay. Said I want to say something, but no. Okay, first card we have is my focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you. Wow. Right off the gate, Leo. Okay, some of you guys, you could be the type where you felt like things were really good with this person. You could talk to this person fairly regularly. And it's just like out of the blue, this person switched up on you. Or this could be how this person feels about you. Take what resonates. Let's see. Tell me more about this. I am finally seeing my worth, yet I still feel unworthy of your love. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. Well, I need another card, Spirit. Okay, this one came out in reverse, but I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. So whoever this is, Leo, is definitely having a hard time without you. This could be someone here who's been avoiding integrating their shadow is what I feel, but it's just like this person has had a hard time maybe even growing up. There could be a lot of stagnation in their life where they're not where they want to be as well. This could be part of their karmic debt for how they treated other people, possibly in past lives, whatever the case may be. But this could definitely be someone here who struggles with their self-worth, someone who maybe comes from a toxic family dynamic or have dealt with a lot of toxic relationships where they are having a hard time believing that they are worthy of love, as we still saying, where they might also feel like, Leo, you just want something from them and that you weren't genuine, or at least this is how they felt in the past. All right, let's see what else. Says, I'm keeping secrets from you and I hope you don't find out. Okay, Leo. Well, we have, I feel alone and in the dark. Where's my light? Yeah, Leo, this person's definitely a lost soul. They could be going through the dark night of the soul right now or something, or they don't have direction. We have, I am seeing someone, but I am not ready for you to know about them yet. Okay. Well, I was kind of picking up on third-party energy. Did not want to talk about it. But for some of you guys, this person has been hiding someone in the background. of your connection. Potentially, especially if this is like a fresh no contact situation. If it's not, then this person has met someone else. However, you are ultimately who they want, but they are settling, and they could be someone who is trying to really make improvements in their life, but they are falling short. And again, if they are with someone else, they could be with a karmic partner, and that is part of their karmic debt that they have to pay. Okay. So let's get a few more, Leo. The situation. Tell me a little bit more. But I feel like more so than anything, Leo, this person has a lot of addictions and things that they need to work through. Could be a drinking problem, drug addiction, or, involving other people in your business. So third parties. We have rejecting you, was protecting myself, I was being selfish. This can even be someone who knows that you guys have a spiritual connection, but they've been downplaying it. Don't know what your dynamic is. You could have had something very casual with this person, or like friends with benefits type of thing, and this person kept rejecting it, not wanting to move things forward, although they do have a lot of feelings for you. It says, my pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. So again, a lack of healing happening with this person. They are someone who does go tit for tat. Not quite sure what happened here with you guys, but you did something, or they perceive that you did something, wrong them in some type of way. Could be dealing with a Libra, or someone who just has Libra placements in their chart somewhere, or Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, I feel like, or even a Capricorn. I feel like those are usually the ones who have a lot of pride. Yeah, this person, they would rather get even than do the inner work and sit with having negative emotions, if that makes sense. So, all right, let's see what else. Get one more. Thank you. So it says, I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. We have, I'm not sure I can meet your expectation. The pressure's too much for me. Okay, I feel like that's actually a cop-out. Leos, for some of you guys, you don't really require a lot. This person could be perceiving that you do. Again, this comes back to possibly, Leo, this person just does not have their life together, as I was saying before. And so anytime you make any type of suggestions or you say anything, this person feels like you're attacking them. And that's, again, that unhealed version of themselves that's coming through. And so there's always that disconnect happening. And so this person might feel like you have everything going on for yourself, Leo, and that you look down on them in some shape or form, that type of thing. We have, there are feelings of anger inside me that I need to release before I explode. Yeah, they do. They need to do some inner work, do the healing work necessary for this to even be possible to come together. All right. So the bottom of the deck, we have, this situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It is draining me. So Leos, you guys could both feel this way. Like this person, again, I feel like they're doing a lot of projection, or projecting, I should say. Some of you guys, you might be someone who, dealing with someone who is narcissistic or has narc tendencies. Someone who has a really hard time having any type of accountability. And I feel like I've talked kind of about this before, but it is kind of resurfacing here. where this person might even just have a victim complex. And so even if they're in the wrong, they spin it for you to be in the wrong. They always fixate on things that you're not doing quite right, or, you know, things that you can work on, Leo, instead of what they need to work on, is what I feel here. And so, Leos, for some of you guys, you could be looking at the situation being like, okay, I keep giving and giving and pouring in this relationship. However, there's this weird energy where you pull away, then you come back, you pull away, then come back. There's always some type of issue, I feel like, with you and this person, Leo. And so you could be getting to a point where you are actually fed up and you're just like, okay, this is draining my energy. I thought that this was a beautiful connection that we had with each other, but I feel like I'm the only one pouring into this relationship or this connection. And it's causing, some of you guys could feel like it's causing you to suffer, or you had nightmares, whatever the case may be. You might feel like you have gotten off course on your spiritual journey, or even life in general, where dealing with this individual kind of sucks you dry. Okay. So let's get some cards about this connection. Okay, Spirit, please tell me about the connection for Leo and this person. It'll be beneficial for Leo and this person to know. So, Leo, when I was looking at the card where it says rejecting you is protecting myself, I was being selfish, this person knew what they were doing. They might have played it off like they didn't, or again, put the blame on you, but they knew exactly what they were doing. They know what their role is in this whole thing, on why things are the way that they are. Just to let you know. Y'all, Leo, I'm sorry, Leos. Okay. So, confirmation for some of the things we were talking about. So the first card out, I know a lot of people do not like to read oracle cards in reverse. I do, if it makes sense to. First card out, Leo, is trust. When this is upright, it says it is safe to trust the situation. Now, next card, interference. We talked a little bit about third party, I believe. An external party is intruding on this relationship. So, external party can really be anything. We'll get into that in just a second. We have warning. Don't dismiss the red flags. Leo, some of you guys, you do have rose-colored glasses when it comes to this person, or you have in the past. I feel like you definitely want to believe in the best of this person. You might feel some type of spiritual connection with them. But I feel like you are, again, there's illusions happening, is what it feels like here. And again, if this is not your message, it's not your message. It's for someone here. But the interference card. Interference can be anything. It could be this person's own thinking patterns, their mindset. It could be their things that happened to them in the past that they have not gotten over. Again, I talked about, I believe, that this person needs to integrate their shadow, do some healing from their past trauma, things like that. But we come back to that card where it did say that this person was seeing someone else. So Leos, for some of you guys, this person has a side piece, or you were the side piece in this whole situation, whether you're aware of this or not. This person can be someone who's a very good liar, someone who, I believe the phrase is paint, smoke, and mirrors. I don't know if that's the phrase, but this person could definitely make it seem like you were the only one that they were dealing with, but they had other people in the background, Leo. Wow. Okay. What else, Spirit, does Leo need to know? And this could be why this person has no contact with you, because we are, again, entertaining those other options or trying to figure out who to choose. Leos cannot make it up. We did talk about addiction, right? Addiction came out. And addiction's affecting this relationship. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. We also have release, Leo. So that's radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Some of you guys, you could be having a very hard time letting this go. I feel like some of y'all, you want to fix this person and they need to be willing to fix themselves. Or you can even feel like this person is holding on to you, although they have all these other things going on in the background. Like, you might be aware to an extent, Leo. Again, I believe I did say in this reading you are the high priest or high priestess. I might not have, so bear with me on that. But for some of you guys, you might know that this person has to heal from their old wounds and childhood issues at the very least. But possibly you don't know quite the extent that things go. And so that's where things are kind of foggy, where you're like, okay, do I keep holding on to this? Do I keep leaving that door open for this person while I do what I want to do with my life and I do my work, fulfill my soul's mission that Spirit has for me? Or do I completely let this go? You might be consulting with your spirit guides. You could be getting conflicting messages about this as well, and that's where you're having a hard time kind of completely releasing this whole situation. All right, what else for Leo and this person? Now, of course, if this is not you, flip the roles, okay? We have past life love. There we go. It says your soul remembers this intense connection. So for some of you guys, you've dealt with this person in the past. You guys were lovers in the past, and that could be a hard reason why you're having a hard time releasing this person, because you remember there was soul recognition on some level with this person when you met. And I believe I said in the beginning, I might not have. I know I was getting messages before I started the reading, so I might not have said everything. But for some of you guys, you might be having a hard time letting go because it's familiar, like, oh, this is soul connection. I feel this really strong bond with this person. I feel like we can make it work if they're able to get past their childhood issues or the wounds, and they're able to kind of see things clearly. I feel like this person doesn't really want to, Leo, and that's the problem. This person feels like they are comfortable with where they're at. Like, there is the wanting to grow, the wanting to become like the emperor in a sense, but this person is either having a hard time doing so, or there is a sense of comfort for them. They might even have people around them that baby them or kind of encourage mediocrity. We do have chemistry here. It says this attraction you feel is mutual. Yeah, it is. Even if this person tried to downplay it and act like they were not interested in you, Leo, they were. This person could have even said that you were not their type. For some of y'all, this person might even be scared of this connection because you guys could be very spiritual and they are maybe religious or something of that sort. We have acceptance here, Leo. It says everything happens for a reason. Yeah. I feel like many of you guys are just kind of in the energy of allowing things to unfold naturally. You know that people have free will. They can do whatever they want. Some of y'all, you might be leaving this door open, or you might just be accepting that there was a lesson attached with this relationship with this person, and you are kind of slowly healing yourselves. We do have Go Slow card showing up. It says take time to get to know each other. So for some reason, I feel like some of y'all, that could have been how this started to an extent, where there was slow moving energy, like the Knight of Pentacles happening here, where you were kind of hanging out, getting to know each other, that type of stuff. But maybe you guys jumped into more of a Knight of Wands type of energy, where there was like the sexual attraction that came fairly quickly, and that complicated things, where maybe Leos, you felt like things were a little bit more serious than this person maybe initially thought they were, that you felt like things would be moving forward. Or it's just like every time you guys come back together, you move very quickly. Could be more sexual based connection, does not have to be, but Spirit saying like go slow, get to know each other, make sure this person is doing the work that they need. If they do decide to come back around, make sure that you are taking the time to heal and not just leaving the door open to get hurt again if this person decides to pop back up. Because the worst thing you can do is do all this inner work in yourself, and then when the person comes, you make poor decisions, potentially sleeping with them, and then them ghosting you or something of that sort. Okay, what else for Leo and this person? Oh, Spirit's funny. We have passion. It says try something you've never done before. Okay. So for some of you guys, the passion here could be that this person is going to open up to you emotionally about everything that's going on. Page of Cups type of energy. It says try something you've never done before. So I feel like this person might be more expressive about what's happening. Again, there are secrets that they're hiding. If there is a third party, they are still figuring that out, and they might let you know like, hey Leo, I need space because I need to figure out what I want to do with my life. Or this person might even reach out to you slowly, especially if this is a fresh thing. If it's no contact and it's very fresh. This person, I feel like, is kind of testing the waters if there is a third party to see who fits best with them. Which is a little messy, but that's what I'm getting. And we also have support. It says lean on your inner circle during this time. So Leos, for some of you guys, you might be leaning on your friends, family members, your spirit team about this whole situation. This person could be having conversations with their friends and family members about you, about third party, if there is a third party, and everything that's transpired with you, and trying to figure out the best course of action, which is, I feel like, why that communication will be coming in for them expressing themselves in maybe a different way than they have before. Also, if it's just simply like this person having a hard time letting things go from their past, they're talking about that with their friends and family. They might actually even be in therapy as well, seeing a therapist. And the therapist is allowing them to have tools to better their life. But I also feel like some of you guys, there could be a situation where things are very circumstantial for this person, where they might, again, have a lot of karmic debt, and it's like their trajectory of their life. It's just bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. And so they are trying to kind of navigate things and not have you in the middle of it, Leo. So, all right, Leo, that is all for you guys. I hope that you guys will like the reading. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see y'all next one. Bye, Leo.